Hey guys, it's Maymay, and today we're gonna make one of these cool little dudes. Now, I didn't know this when I ordered it. You guys know I'm still learning Couture, so bear with me. But I didn't know when I ordered this that this little piece comes with the canvas piece and these two arms separate, so you can then order the replacement canvases so you can make them for every season and change them out. And the best part is, I didn't realize, this dude's only $19.99 and these are only $9.99 for a 2-pack. And they are 15 by 23 inches. So let me show you how big this is. I wanted to show you in the catalog there, but I'll link it below for you so you can pick it up. So here are the little arm pieces that go at the top like this and the bottom, and look, they're magnet. How cool is that? I didn't even know. I thought it was a cool piece and I wanted to have one, and when it got here I realized it was even cooler. So there's that. Now I want to do some Couture today, and I have this cool truck I have not done yet, and I also have this what is this called? It's like a, let me read it, add-on. That's what it is. It's a vintage truck add-on. So what this piece does is it complements these pieces, see? So if I want my truck to have this pattern, I can do it and then put my truck over it and I get that cool pattern. Well, I want to try doing that today on this little canvas piece. And I want to show you these transfers because check this out. They come with these little lines between them, so you can cut all of these images apart and use them wherever you want to. And a lot of times, for just about every season, you'll find they do a add-on for this truck and for different big images. So I got to decide what I'm going to do. So the first thing, I'm going to cut these pieces apart. The other thing I think is cool and I'm going to use is this tree right here. I may only use this portion and this one. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do it yet, but that is a layered tree that comes out of the back of the truck. So let me cut this apart. I also want to mention, now that I've got it a little smaller, you can see it, these are skis that can come out of the back of the truck too. See how you can put them in the back and you can see those guys? So if you live in an area where they're skiing, and listen, I wish I did, but there is no snow around us typically. So I won't be using those today, but I will be using these. So anything that has to do with snowboarding, I just left on the sheet because I'm not going to use it. And I cut everything off that could work with everything else. So these are the wording pieces. I want to decide where I want to put the truck. And I think I want it to be kind of a focal point in the middle. Also need to cut it apart. And I'm going to do it a little different than I've seen it done. You can just do it one color, but I'm going to actually layer that buffalo check pattern over a solid image. Let me show you what I mean. So this is my truck piece, and this is a 2-part truck for me today. Not always. You can do it in one part and you're perfectly fine. You'll just get this image. But I want this buffalo check pattern to be here in this part of the truck. So I'm not going to do this one first. I'll lay this one down first. But to get my sizing and where I want things to lay out, I'm going to put the truck down. So I think I'm going to put the truck maybe a little lower than I first anticipated. Maybe something like this. And then Pine Tree Farm a little higher, and maybe I might put the established in 1950, or I might even put that down here. See, this is the fun part. You can just play with this and do it any old way you want. I love figuring it all out. And then oh, you know what? I can't go that close because I want to use my tree out of the back. So I want to have room for my tree, which is going to be something like that. Look how cute that's going to be. Oh my gosh, I love it. So room for the tree. And then I definitely want to put the types of trees that they carry at Pine Creek Tree Farm. And then I think at the very bottom, which you can't see right now, let me turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. I've got this little piece here that says complimentary apple cider and hot cocoa, and I might even add that little guy right there. I don't know yet. I may or may not add this. I may move some stuff around. I think I should start with the truck and get it planted where I want it. And the truck might even be cuter a little lower. Let's see how it would look if I did it this way. And did the truck here. And then did the tree. Let's cut the tree out. If I did the tree something like that. And then complimentary cider. And then my little axes at the bottom. I'm going to turn that where you can see it. I'm thinking something like that. I think so. I kind of like it. Then I got to decide on my color. So let me show you what I like to do. So I've got this placed how I want it. I'm going to bring it down a little bit so it's this far in the screen here. And I have to decide when I want to do this one first. And you can do 2 different colors. I think I want to do Pine Creek in red. Okay. And I want to do Tree Farm in black. And then I think I'm going to do the 1950 in gold. I think that'll be pretty up there. Then this section, I think I'm going to introduce some of the green I'm going to use, and I'm actually going to use this color green, which is called Kiwi. It's a little non-traditional, but I think it'll look really cool to kind of pop. So I'm going to use Kiwi there, and I think I might even do this cut and carry in white to bring some of the white I'm going to have on the truck in, because I'm going to have white in the snow. So that's how I'm going to play around and see. So let's place all the ones I can place down, and we'll start inking. A couple of things. You might want to mark on the back of this what you're peeling off of it if you're struggling with that, but I only have this one out today so I can kind of know exactly where every piece goes back on the backer. But you do need to remember that you're going to place the sticky side back on the shiny side of this guy, not the matte side, okay? So I'm going to peel this off. And the next thing you want to do, especially when doing this on a chalkboard or a smooth surface, is you want to do something called fuzzing, which is where you put it down onto like a microfiber towel and get some of the sticky off, because this guy is super sticky on the back. I am going to hug it on my shirt. So I just stuck this to my shirt. You can see it picked up some of the fuzz from my shirt, and that will be enough. But if you have some that you need to, and I would do it with everyone, I would fuzz everyone the first time you use it. So Pine Creek Tree Farm is going right there. Now, do I want this to go over that? Because if I do, I'll need to put it on after. I think I do. So I'll put it on after I ink this. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to snuggle that up, so I'll need to do it after as well. And then the tree, I want to put it as high up as I can put it. I mean the truck. So I'm just going to scoot it as high up as I can put it. And I think something like this is about as high as I can go. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the truck down and remove these guys. And I tell you what, to remind myself where it's going, I'm going to put that guy right there. And then I'll know where to lay this one down. You can certainly use like a one of those fabric markers that erase, you know, that disappear over time. You could use one of those if you needed to mark it, but this is going to work. All right, I fuzzed it on my shirt, and then I'm going to slide this into place. That's what I love about it. Even though it's sticky, I can slide it into place, get it where I want it, stick this down. So I can do that one. And these guys on the bottom underneath the truck, I'm gonna wait also. Okay, I just thought about something. I know this is where I want my truck to go. So I need to do my buffalo check first. So what I'm gonna do really quick is I'm gonna peel this back to where the buffalo check starts and then lay this down. Now I know I need to put my buffalo check piece right there. So I'm just gonna put this back on its little backer. See what I did? I just stuck it back on its backer, sit that there, and I'm gonna put that buffalo strip down first. Now I've seen people do this the opposite and it works just fine. I'm fuzzing this on my shirt, by the way. I've seen people do this the opposite and it still works, but I wanna make sure I get this guy where I want that truck to go. So lay that down, I'll pick this up out of my way. I love this tool. I just got this one off the website. Just it came in my last order, and I love this guy. All right, so now we're gonna do red, black, and black. So let's do the red first. This is my red. I'm not gonna open it over my project. I'm gonna bring it over to the side just in case I drip. And this is so easy, y'all. Watch what I'm fixing to do. First, I'm gonna mash this down and make sure I've got all air bubbles out. Even use your finger, so you might feel any. Then I'm going to put a little red up there. And if I get extra, I can scrape it off, no big deal. Put that back in there like so. Now I'm just going to use this guy. I really like this little one. Look how it lets me get really precise. I think this may be new. I know it's new since I signed up, this little kind of stylus piece. I know it's new since I signed up because I didn't order it the first time, and I definitely would have. So just get that there. Now I can put this back into my pot, all the extra. And you want to do that for multiple reasons. One, you want to scrape any extra off of here because you don't want to leave any lines in the image. And secondly, because you don't want to waste this. You can use it over and over. A lot of you have been telling me it's kind of an expensive hobby, and I can see how getting into is expensive, but once you have the colors, you can do so many of them. So remember, this is not a one-time deal. I can do this one over and over again. Okay, let's go to black. I'm just going to reach in and get some black with my little stylus. Add it to the tree farm. And then just start to work that into the screen. Remember, these are not stencils, they're screen transfers. So these letters have little tiny screen in there, like little, just like screen printing. If you've ever seen it done or done it, that's exactly what this is. And it's really cool. And people ask me, can I just do it with stencils? From what I've been told from other people, you can, especially with the chalk paste, but you do not get the same results. It's thicker and it's not as smooth. So, I mean, you know what I say, try it. What can it hurt, right? I think this is the coolest product ever. Okay, let's get any excess off of here. Now, I'm going to peel this off before I go to my next one. And the reason is you don't want your ink to dry in the screen because it will come off in a distressed look. You want it to dry without the screen on it so you get a nice, crisp screen print. Are you kidding me? Look how gorgeous that is. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, off to the side, I have a big bowl, and we're going to put this in it. It's a bowl with water in it, and that is my water bath. So this is my chalk couture bowl, and I just put them in here face down so the ink is in the water, and I let that sit there till I'm ready to go wash them at the sink. Okay, well, let's do buffalo. I've been wanting to do this buffalo plaid, like crazy. Please remember to wash your hands and make sure you don't touch. And see how I've got this on my hand? It's important that I stop, clean that off, or it'll be on my project. So get all those spots because I do not want to mess up my project. Ask me how I learned that trick. And I just use wet wipes to do that with. I'm excited about this plaid. I think it's going to be so pretty. You guys, I have to tell you, my team on Chalk Couture has grown so much. I'm so honored that you guys want to be on my team, especially while I'm learning. Like, I still don't know everything, and so we're learning together, but we have a really big team of people that are very supportive, and my upline is very supportive. All of my sponsors are very supportive, so thank you so much for joining. And if you want to know about joining, I'll make sure to leave links and things for you down below, and you can always email me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to help there too. Now, when you peel them, you do want to peel them kind of even. You don't want to put any pressure on the screen in any way that's not needed. Look how gorgeous. Look how gorgeous. Now it's time for the second layer, but I gotta let this dry before I do the second layer. One thing you can do is use a blow dryer. I don't have a blow dryer here at the shop, but I do have my heat tool. And I wouldn't normally do this, but on fabric, it doesn't bother me so much. But if you're using plastic or a board, you want to be careful because these guys get really hot and they could warp the board. But this is not too bad because, like I said, it's fabric. So I'm just going to hit it and dry it, and then we'll move on. This one's going next, so I'm getting it ready to go on. So I'm just going to peel it off the backer and then fuzz it on my shirt. Then I'm just going to lay it into place, pretty close, but not right on top. And I'm using my camera to help me line up, so you guys try to do this really well at home. Get over the top and look at it. But I'm looking in my camera monitor, and that feels pretty straight. Let me get it straight in the monitor. That will probably help too. Looks good to me. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this one in green and maybe gold. This green is so pretty. I'm going to rub this. Spruce and green are the names of the trees, spruce and cedar. You could do each one in a different color. That's totally up to you. Each one of your little words here, spruce and cedar and fir and balsam, could all be in a different green. Wouldn't that be cool? I decided to do these in white. I want them to really pop. So I'm going to get some of the white and just slide it across as well. While that wording is drying, I get to do my truck, finally. This is what I've been waiting to do the whole time. So I'm gonna peel it off. I've already fuzzed it. So now I can just put it on top of that buffalo check. And what should happen is most of that pattern should be hidden inside the truck. Nope, I'm a little off on the front. I'm gonna fix that. That feels pretty right to me. So I'm gonna rub that down, and I wanna do this truck in red. I think bright red is the color for it. And now for the layered tree. I think this one's gonna be so fun. So I'm gonna put this in the back of the truck, and everything else is pretty much dry. I did have to dry this a little bit, but I'm gonna put the tree in the back of the truck, and what I wanna do is line it up on that red line at the top of the truck there, the top of the truck bed. Then I'm gonna press the screen down first to make sure I've got it down really smooth, and then I can run my way out with it. Now, if you're chalking this and not inking it, you can do the registration marks here. And if you feel you want to use registration marks, here's a tip. You can lift this up and put a little piece of tape under here and still mark your registration marks. So when you peel this off, your little tape will hold your registration. Just make sure you have your tape where you can put your finger on it to hold it when you peel off so it doesn't pick up. But that way, if you need them, but I have found I don't need them. If you're like me and you're a stamper, especially if you're a clear stamper, we're really good at lining things up, and I don't really need them for that. I just line it with my eyes. Alrighty then, let's start doing this one in this Celadon green color. It's actually called Kiwi, but I like this color at Christmas. I like traditional green too, but this is a color that I always wanted to do my home in, and I never was brave enough, so I thought I'm going to do this in it because this will be so cute in this green. Now I don't have to layer this tree, but I think it'd be pretty if I put white like snow down the middle of it. So I am gonna do that, but I have to dry it first. Now this is a 3-layered stencil, but I'm only gonna use 2. So I'm gonna need to line this up. I gotta find the edge where the red is and make sure I'm lined up correctly here. I feel like that's gonna do well. And I'm just doing snow, so it's not gotta be, you know, I don't do anything perfect, guys. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. I don't do perfect. We can peel this away and see what we got. Look how pretty it looks like snowfall on our tree. I think that is super cute. So this is my little banner all done. I'll slide it for you to see the whole thing in a second. All I have left to do to heat set it and make it permanent. That's all I've got left to do. And to do that, I want to place a piece of parchment paper over the top after it's completely dry, and then heat set it with my iron on medium. And the instructions for you to do that on the back of your little ink containers. So it just says, once completely dry, heat set design for 4 minutes each side to avoid bleeding and fading. Heat set using a medium iron and parchment paper as a barrier between the iron and the design. So it's super easy to do. I'm actually going to do it with my Cricut Easy Press, but I'm going to let it sit here and dry first, and then I'll be ready to heat set it. So here's the finished product. I think it looks really good. The only thing you have to make sure you do now is to heat set it so that it's permanent. It's really cool. So I have this for this season, and then I can get those replacement pieces to put inside here. I can save this for next year and do other ones. I love how it turned out. I think it's really, really cool. If you'd like to know more about Chalk Couture, we'll have links in the description below for you guys. And if you'd like to join our team, I'll have that link for you as well. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.